Attention lacrosse fans, Adrenaline Apparel is premiering its official 2012 line in our LXM Pro vendor village. Adrenaline would like to thank our All-American teams, the LXM Pros, and everyone who supports the movement. Be sure to check out the official uniforms for our Adrenaline.
All right, I've got it, Samir.
And our LXM Pros in the vendor village. Adrenaline Lacrosse Summer 2012. And lacrosse fans, TLN, the Lacrosse Network, is streaming today's game live on YouTube. TLN brings the highest quality lacrosse content to YouTube, including key interviews, in-depth analysis, and live NCLA, LXM Pro, and high school broadcasts. TLN is the place to be. Call your friends, call the family, heck, even call the dog, and have them join us live on TLN, the Lacrosse Network on YouTube. Subscribe now for great lacrosse content. TLN, for all things lacrosse. Ladies and gentlemen, Champion Athletic Wear is proud to be the official sponsor and uniform of the LXM Pro Tour. Visit the Champion branded trailer located in the vendor village to check out our great collection of lacrosse apparel. For comfort and performance on and off the field, all you need is Champion.
Suitcases, filling up your dresser. Enjoy it while you got it. After that, it's God bless you. Life is your professor. No, that bitches gon' test you. I got some shit I like to get off my chest. I spill out my soul. I spit out my stress. And can I spit out my stress? It's a feeling in the air. You about to drop a real classic. He said, "Come." A little birdie told me on the low, you got an illmatic. Nobody touching knives, nigga. That's more like Vidmatic. You stay at 9-10, be paying off well. What story is my audio theater gon' tell? I know my debut was shit, but is it gon' sell? I guess it's in God's hands. I make the type of pieces that make Jesus say God.
STX is a proud sponsor of LXM Pro. Learn more about the gear that the best teams in the country take to the field at STX.com. STX never stops.
Hitting on the newest songs. While y'all was browsing, I was taking out the student loans. Trying to do this shit better than the niggas we grew upon. Name a fucking song, I ain't doing bomb. Talking shit was like I grew up in a Jewish home. Pardon the stereotype, but y'all giving me mixed feelings like I'm married.
And fans, be sure to join us for the official LXM Pro Adrenaline All-American Game after party tonight at the Detroit Bar in Costa Mesa. Meet us tonight and see Capital Cities, Mitty Matilda, Davis Fetter, and special guest DJ
All right, got it.
Profile. That's the official LXM Pro Adrenaline After Party tonight at the Detroit Bar in Costa Mesa.
I can hear you fine, as long as you talking. I'll turn you up a little bit. Try again.
Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is
Yeah. Oh. Hello. This is Chris Marshall, and you are watching the Lacrosse Network.
about ready to get underway with some. Let's another fantastic goal by Samir Chaudhry. Let's check out the replay. And you see Samir get the ball here on the left side of the box. That low to high rip off stick high. Textbook.
Ladies and gentlemen, do you want to become an elite athlete?
Just about ready to get on the face-off
right
here.
Now. Skills provide speed, agility, and strength performance training equipment so athletes can maximize their potential.
Got Moyer going against Bradman, mixing the face-ups here a little bit.
For more information on skills
Team
training,
Soleil having the upper hand so far in the face-off department.
visit us online at www.skills.com.
Does this look all right on the camera? Is this cool? Am I not like? Yeah, I like your silhouette. Yeah, no problem. Is it on the? Okay, yeah, it's on the left side. Okay.
Attention all lacrosse players, check out LXM Pro's high-performance CPXR helmets by Cascade, the only brand in lacrosse with the 7 technology liner system. Build your own factory custom helmet at CascadeLacrosse.com. All factory custom helmets are built here in America and shipped in only 48 hours. Cascade Lacrosse, a passion to protect.
Yeah, special dedication. I'm sending this one out to you, cold-blooded. Love how we melt in the ice like the sunshine of my life. 'Cause all I see is a hot thing, a hot thing, and you're a hot thing, and you're a hot thing. Word, you keep my dark sky lit up at night, so bright that you're blinding my sight. 'Cause all I see is a hot thing, and you're a hot thing, and you're a hot thing, and you're a hot thing. Word, somebody like a flick, you got surprise and twist. I write the script, the main character, your thighs and hips. I want the less important role to your eyes and lips. The way you move your body down stiff like a hieroglyph. I watch you dance across the floor to the title track. You about to get me off the wall like a Michael Jackson. I make you thrive in your beauty, my secret duty. I would write a song, write a book, write a play, make a movie. Special dedication.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to LXM Pro 949, presented by Champion, the first stop on the 2012 LXM Pro Tour. Be sure to visit our vendor village and check out the latest and greatest lacrosse gear and apparel. We hope you're enjoying the afternoon, and in just a few minutes, you'll see the top professional men's lacrosse players in all the world compete as Team Soleil will face off against Team STX in our LXM Pro Lacrosse Showcase game. And later this afternoon, you can see the top high school seniors in the West in the Adrenaline All-American game. Face-off is at 6:30. It's LXM Pro 949 presented by Champion, the OC's biggest lacrosse event of 2012.
Love how we melt in the ice like the sunshine of my life. 'Cause all I see is a hot thing, a hot thing, and you're a hot thing, and you're a
Easton is a proud sponsor of LXM Pro and Team Soleil. Be sure to stop by the South Swell booth and check out Team Soleil's gear, including Easton's Stealth Head and the Stealth RS Ultralight Scandium Shaft. Easton, ahead of its time. And LXM Pro fans, you can get autographs from your favorite players immediately following today's game. Meet all of your favorite LXM Pro players in the Vendor Village. We thank you for attending LXM Pro 949, presented by Champion. Ladies and gentlemen, why settle for something you don't love? Chances are your current bicycle is nothing more than mere transportation. Soleil exists to change just that. With Soleil, it's not where you're going, it's how you get there. Soleil bicycles are you. They're your mobile canvas. And oh yeah, they'll get you there too. Visit us online at soleilbicycles.com, an official sponsor of LXM Pro, Soleil Bicycles. in 2009. It all started right here in the OC. We have ventured to Austin, Texas, Baltimore, Philadelphia, Jacksonville, Florida, and Las Vegas. And today, we are back to kick off the LXM Pro Tour version 2012. Good afternoon, Lacrosse fans, and welcome to Lacrosse Stadium on the campus of West Coast College. It's LXM Pro Lacrosse, and we are back in the OC for the first time on the 2012 LXM Pro Tour. It's LXM Pro 949 presented by the champion. And this afternoon, in our professional lacrosse showcase game, we welcome 40 of the best professional lacrosse players in all the world. It's the LXM Pro Lacrosse 949
Welcome to Costa Mesa, California. We're at Orange Coast College, the site of LXM 949, the first installment of the LXM Pro Tour, brought to you by Champion Sports. I'm Chris Marshall, here with Easton's Court Kim. And Court, what's the importance of bringing players like this to the West Coast?
Well, it's lacrosse play at its very finest, no question. And I think that, the growth of the game has been enormous, explosive around the country. And I think Southern California is a territory that's responsible for a lot of that growth. No better place to host an event like this to showcase the world's best players than out here.
Yeah, and I know we've got Team STX facing off against Team Soleil. And I know it's hard to pick just one guy out of these All-Americans, Tuarton Award winners, but who do you think these guys should watch out for Team STX?
Definitely star-studded rosters. It's tough, but you got to look out for Team STX. I think Sam Bradman's a guy that a lot of people should watch for. He's coming off a national championship, a stellar career at Salisbury, and one of the more dynamic players in the game right now. Can do a little of everything, especially dodge and score. He's going to be exciting to watch today.
And I mean, there's no drop-off in his stats. I mean, he's got 304 career points. He had 99 this season, 71 goals.
As a
midfielder. I mean, he is no joke. He's the only D3 player ever to go back-to-back in championship game MVPs.
Yeah.
I mean, what more can you say?
That's saying something.
How about for Team Soleil?
Team Soleil, you got to go with Mike Powell. I think it starts with him. I don't even know where to begin with that guy. He's one of the most exciting players, most dynamic players ever to pick up a stick. Never know what you're going to expect from this guy. He's done front flips on the field. He's taken dives across the entire crease. He is a special, special player, and can't wait to watch that guy play.
And I mean, how could you not talk about Mikey Powell? I mean, he is one of the most polarizing figures in lacrosse ever. I mean, he's a 4-time Attackman of the Year, 4-time first-team All-American, 2-time Tuarton Award winner, led Syracuse to a couple national championships.
I've been around this game for over 25 years. To this day, he's still my personal favorite player ever to watch. He's so exciting.
And even in the warm-ups, we were watching these guys do a little bit of a shoot-around yesterday, and the stick tricks and stuff that he's able to pull off, I mean, there's creativity and just dynamic movement that I've never even imagined.
Yeah. One word, magician. He's a magician. He's got a lot of tricks up his sleeve.
Yeah, and it's also exciting for me to see some of the translation of that creativity into his real life. Yeah. I know he's been making a lot of furniture recently, which I've heard is gorgeous.
Yeah, he's picked that trade up, and I think, again, there's a direct carryover to what we'll see out of him on the lacrosse field. Super creative.
Absolutely. And I feel like it's irresponsible not to mention K18.
Kyle Harrison is a superstar. He's been a superstar for a number of years. And I think that guy, every time he straps it on, you got to watch out for him. He has the nastiest split dodge, one of them in the game. And he can also shoot time in the game. He's special.
Yeah, I mean, you got to watch your ankles, knees, and hips when he's out there.
No doubt.
And just a reminder, too, if you're watching, please subscribe and also look out for our contests, because we'll be having a couple great giveaways. We have the official caption contest, catchphrase contest for knockaround. We'll be giving away some of the player-specific knockaround glasses, which are super cool. I know you saw these earlier. I mean, they're just for the players. You cannot buy them, and they're signed by both teams, so it's pretty exciting stuff. As well as we'll be giving away an Easton stick to a random subscriber, so make sure you're subscribed, as well as viewer questions we'll be getting throughout the game. So for the best viewer questions, we'll be able to talk to John Christmas, Kyle Harrison, as well as Mikey Powell. And if your question is chosen, we'll have some great GTL gear for you.
Thank you, Tierney Allen, and thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
And just about ready to get underway here. We got Team Soleil in the kind of light brown colored jerseys. Very
SoCal.
Santa Fe.
Yeah. Very Southwest.
Yeah, exactly. And then you got the blue and light blue jerseys, kind of an acid wash setup going on for Team STX. I mean, there's no shortage of sweet gear coming out for these guys.
LXM is certainly known for their style, and they're always flexing that muscle. They've always got the nicest gear, and you know, certain the lacrosse will match.
And you see Mikey Powell out there with the iridium visor. Seems to be kind of a staple in his game of late, and I think those things are so cool.
It's very cool. It's tough enough to cover that guy without seeing his eyes. Imagine covering him when he's got that visor over his mask.
Yeah, tell us a little bit about what's going on with his helmet. It looks like he's got some writing on there.
You know, he wanted to. This was really cool. We spent some time this weekend coming up with some ideas for promoting and honoring players that have come before him in the game of lacrosse. He literally wrote down the names with a Sharpie of players that he's respected and looked up to over the past 30 years. It's really, really cool, and hopefully we can get some tight shots of that helmet. It's pretty cool. Some of the names, I mean, it really shows the kind of character of a guy like Mike Powell.
Absolutely, and that's great. I mean, you see the guys who are the big figures now, paying respect to the guys who really push this sport to the level it's at. There's nothing but respect.
That's what this sport's about, no question.
Just about ready to get to the face-off here. Looks like you got Ben DeFelice for STX going against Nick Smith, the Harvard face-off specialist. And I expect these guys to be battling it out all day long.
Yeah, the rosters are relatively thin, so I'm sure these guys are going to log plenty of miles at that face-off.
There's DeFelice winning it to himself. Ball picked up by Soleil, back to Smith. Here comes Porter. And Porter's another one of those guys who's just a complete specimen.
Oh yeah, he's a prototypical two-way midi. Play offense, play defense. He's subbing off right now, and they're going to get some offensive sticks on. It looks like Graham Gill's going to come onto the offensive half, the Navy grad.
Yeah, talked to Graham before the game. He's actually getting married next weekend, so congratulations, Graham.
Congrats, Graham.
And he's also a pilot. So fun facts.
Special lacrosse player too, no question.
Side here's Lindsay, trying to get free.
Nice and patient right there, Sean pulling it out. But he's going to go to the inside.
And that one just off the mark, backed up by Powell. And he's just working.
I mean, Team Soleil holds possession.
You see him come through and get that shot off. There's Powell working for Max. Looking inside, finds Gill. Gill can't quite handle it. Looks like he's going to be able to chase it down. It's a Kazmaier with the pursuit there. And
Nice
he is a
ground ball.
scary force. And there's Gill coming across, just missing left, but backed up by Christmas.
You can see on that last dodge, Sean Lindsay went to the goal. Team STX is definitely slow to go on their slides. They're trusting their matchups. So it looks like it's going to be, you're going to see some one-on-one battles out here. Not sliding too early.
Yeah, when you got guys like Kazmaier and Drennan, I mean, you have to trust them.
You got to trust those guys, no doubt.
Here's Lindsay with the shot. And that's
Nice
a
save.
great save.
Nice save by Russell, saw it all the way.
Here comes Max Davis.
We got numbers.
Takes the shot.
It's good high percentage shot right there. We had a 4-on-3 break. Max took it down, who's normally a two-way midfielder, took it down, and they had a backup. So nothing lost right there.
There's Ritz up to Harrison. Showing that famous split.
Love the way he dodges. So quick.
Takes a shot, and there's Bradman. And just like that, we talked about him, and there you have it. I mean, he makes it look easy. He's starting the scoring off.
Not surprising at all. He put 6 of those tallies in the national championship game just last weekend. So that certainly won't be his last one today.
Scored by number 18, Kyle Harrison.
Yeah, let's take a look at this replay.
But you can see here, Kyle starts his initial dodge, drags across, and actually draws and dumps to Bradman, who was subbing behind him. He just stepped in with a right-handed shot and ripped it right by Hewitt.
And it's that quick. Back to the action. Here's Davis able to get the ground ball, and he is so quick. I mean, you see the way he moves his feet. He makes up for the fact that he's not nearly as big as a lot of these guys.
That's right. Not the biggest guy out there, but stick skills, they'll set you free in this game. They set you free.
And there's VK looking across, finds Bratton. one comes out of his stick. Looks like he's going to be able to chase it down, and that's a great hustle play.
It's a good check on the hands right there to create the bad pass. Good hustle to save it, but right into Team Soleil's stick.
This is G-Man looking across. Takes the rip, and there's Porter just off the mark. But right back into that fast break style of offense.
Love the way these guys press the tempo. That's what lacrosse should be all about. That's what we should be watching.
There's a great fake and a shot inside just
Once
off
again,
the
Team
mark.
Soleil holds the
Corp.
possession.
Brandon Corp.
Following
And there's just no wasted time here. Christmas brings the ball in, coming from X. Can't find his man. Big hit. Ball still down.
They're getting after it. Getting after it early.
Yeah, and Tintle able to come up with the GB there. And there's definitely no shortage of competition between these guys.
Oh, these guys, I mean, the competitive juice.
There's a shot off the pipe. And there's Benson Irwin, just can't quite get it to fall. And he's another one of those kids that's really kind of an ambassador to the game. I mean, you hear his story. I mean, the problems he had with his eyes growing up, and being told by the doctors he wasn't going to be able to play the sport because it was too fast. Great look inside, just off the mark. And then to be able to come out and be one of the best players at his position at Hopkins is, it's
remarkable.
Remarkable.
The kind of work he must have put in.
There's Harrison on the dodge.
He and Kyle are pretty tight. You know, they played together all. Look at him. Look at him.
There's Kyle Harrison rolling back with the low-to-low worm burner.
That is classic Kyle Harrison.
Let's take a look at the replay here. I mean, that's just so hard to stop as Team STX pulls out to the 2-0 lead.
You know, we talked about this at the outset. He can break anybody down. Look at the change of direction. Turns back, frees his hands, and just rips a sidearm worm burner. He makes it look so easy.
Back to the face-off, X. And it has been all Team STX with Dave Felice winning the majority of the face-offs. Haven't been able to come up with all the ground balls, but definitely controlling the X. There's Powell waiting for the offensive guys to get on the field. Trying to back in. And great check.
Nice little rusty gate check right there on the turn. Got him on the bottom hand.
And that's one of my favorite checks. I mean, when it's thrown correctly, it is just about the coolest thing out there. Here's Ritz.
Most offensive players are not expecting a stick to come flying around in front of them. That's what can make that check so effective.
Ritz looks like he's looking to feed. No
Great
space
defense.
at all.
Great defense on GLE.
And there's Jerry Lamb out of Georgetown, a three-time All-American, not making Max's life easy there at all.
Jerry's pretty nasty defenseman. I'm pretty certain we'll see a hook check out of him at some point tonight.
Here's Ramel Bratton. Back to VK. Can't quite seem to get that one in his stick. Able to chase it down. Another one of the Salisbury players. We got two new ones this year in Bradman
and Von Kamecki.
Yeah, Von.
Yep. This looks like Chamel going to the rack. Looks underneath. Great look.
And you see that roll from Eric Crum, the other Salisbury player who just graduated. Just plain nasty. It's a great look from Bratton. Inside to Crum. Crum rolls, takes the shot off stick. Nothing you can do about that. And I mean, you look at the way that he's doing that spin, and you just can't stop him from that close up.
That was a brilliant pass by Chamel Bratton to set that up to the inside. It almost set up the roll because everybody was crashing down to the goal. And that was the first real ooh and ah we heard from the opposite sideline. That was pretty cool to hear the crowd.
Yeah, and there's just nothing Hewitt can do about that.
No.
And another GB won by Soleil.
Once again,
flips it to Smith.
For Team STX by number 35,
Smith working on DeFelice. The Fogo's going to go at it on offense and defense this time around. Here's Corp.
I like this attack out here with Christmas, Corp, and Powell. Those are some burners out there.
Yeah, and I mean those are the kind of guys they need out there when they're giving up a lot of size to the poles.
Yep.
Here's Powell able to come with the GB.
He looks like he wants to go.
And you see the BDB there. It's so subtle.
He caught the teammate by surprise a little bit there.
Muldoon wasn't expecting that one. Look inside. A great save by Russell. Big hit, big check. It's going to be a hold going against STX.
Russell's seeing the ball really well tonight. You see the way he's moving to the ball. He's moving really well tonight.
Yeah, and he's one of those guys. I mean, he's got all the accolades. 3-time All-American, Kelly Award winner in 04. He was the Naval Academy's Male Athlete of the Year, which is no easy task.
That's an exceptional honor.
It's like another hold going against STX. Looked like Soleil got bailed out a little bit on that call.
Yeah. Seems like the refs have gotten a little tighter in the last minute or so.
And also, please take the time to submit your questions for John Christmas. If we use your question, you're going to be winning some fantastic GTL gear. And again, that's the original neon Jim Tan Lax tanks are only available at jimtanlax.com. And also take the time to like their Facebook page at facebook.com/Jim Tan Lax. So please comment your questions for John Christmas leading into the second quarter.
Team SGX clearing now.
And a lot of action so far. I mean, five and a half minutes to go, and that one just over the head of Kazmaier. Ball back to Soleil.
I'll tell you what, Team Soleil, it's a subtle strategy right there, but you can see on their ride, they're encouraging that 50-yard cross-field pass. Sometimes it works for you, sometimes it doesn't. You don't expect it to work all the time at this level, but that time it did. It's a good ride.
Yeah, and you see some of these guys, coming off the airplanes, got to put their heads in their bags. Here's Christmas by Kazmaier. Takes the shot, and there's the goal by Christmas. And that's a great shot. I mean, you see him see the lane, gets right by Kazmaier, takes that shot, top shelf. Let's take a look at the replay.
Such a subtle play, so deceptive as he comes in here. It's almost as if he dips his head and just sticks it high. You see Russell reacts by dropping his stick for just an instant. That's just enough window for John to bury it.
Here's back at the face-off X. And again, Dave Felice wins it to himself.
Once again, the goal scorer
There's
for Team
Davis
Soleil,
coming up with another ground ball. That's got to be 3 or 4 for him
John
on the day
Christmas.
already. Really making an impact on the wing.
Let's see if Team SGX can get a decent possession out of this. Ball's been down on the other end of the field quite a bit today.
It's like taking some time to get their unit on the field. And again, there's Bradman. And he's not a big guy either. Takes the shot, and that was a kick save,
Great save
by Hewitt. Just in the right place. Great positioning. But I mean, I can't say it enough. I mean, we talked about Bradman before, and he's electric out there.
That's a great word for him. He is electric. Every time he's got the ball in his stick, something's happening.
Here's Lamb moving the ball up to Christmas. And
Great
clear there.
Yeah.
Across to Powell. And he's got the
I don't know what he just did right there.
That's certainly not a fake in my repertoire.
Lot of fancy cradling going on over there. Great tuck.
And looking for the
Trident
BTV there.
Trident around the world pass. Bradman on the shot, no backup. Going to STX.
Team STX.
That was some exciting stuff from Mike Powell right there. It was subtle. It happened quickly, but
Yeah. It's like you can't even tell when the ball is going to come out. It's just there. I mean, even these All-American players are having trouble following him.
Absolutely. Got to always have your stick up.
Here's Harrison, back to VK. VK looking across.
Might have been a little bit of a force there,
Ball out of bounds.
especially
Possession,
considering that,
Team
they should
Soleil.
probably settle in and have a little bit of possession time. Get the sticks nice and loose on this offensive end of the field.
And also, please take the time to submit your catchphrase. I know we've got some ones that are probably not going to be your favorite coming up. So submit your catchphrases for us up here in the booth, and you can win yourself a pair of custom knockaround sunglasses. And these are team-only sunglasses. They made these specifically for the players only, so this is the only place you can get them. And the boxes will be signed by the teams. Mikey Powell and Kyle Harrison, all your favorite players.
Where do I sign up for one of those?
Loose ball push. Team Soleil.
It looks like it's going to be a loose ball push going against Soleil. First infraction going against them so far. It's been all STX. And still the 3-1 score.
Yep.
STX really controlling the ball. on offense. Here's Ramel Bratton. And they're wearing those brand new Hirachi cleats, those light blue ones. And they're pretty fancy.
Yep. I'll tell you, nice check right there on defense by Chaz Gessner. He's kind of a late pickup, but talk about athlete. This guy was an All-American football and lacrosse player at Brown, and actually played 7-8 years in the NFL. So he showed up today, grabbed a stick, and here we have him.
Why not? You know, I got a little tired of playing in the NFL the past few years. I think I'm going to go ahead and pick up a lacrosse stick and see what I can still do. There's a shot across. That one just off the mark. That one coming from Jamel Bradman.
They gave it to Team Soleil on that. Looked like that was quick. When the ball goes out of bounds, it looked like they gave it to Soleil. They thought the goalie Alex Hugh was close.
1 minute remaining in the first quarter of play.
And just a minute to go here in the first quarter. You have to think that Soleil is going to want to try and get a goal here, take some momentum into the second quarter.
I bet they press. Normally, you'll see at the collegiate level, they're going to work it down to 10 seconds and go. Look, these guys are going at 45 seconds. They don't care.
Oh, and that's a great look inside to Christmas. Can't quite handle it.
Had a small crease violation there. Play on call.
There's 30 more seconds left in the game.
That could be trouble. That could be trouble. Oh, Russell. Heady play by Matt Russell coming out. He had Mike Powell down there on an island. That's about all you can do is come out and prevent that goal.
It's Max Ritz with the ball here with 10 seconds to go. Coming through, nice swim. Gets into the triple. Ramel Bratton, 5 seconds left. Takes the shot and really lets Hewitt have it. And they're going to get the push call.
Got to push from behind just before he went in and blew
And
up Alex
ladies and
Hewitt.
gentlemen, after the first quarter of play,
That's going to be tough being a
Team
goalie.
STX
When you see him
3,
coming at you,
Team
that's
Soleil 1.
Well, I mean, we've seen some great action so far. I mean, Bradman is as advertised.
Absolutely.
I mean, look like a full-grown man out there.
I tell you what, it almost seems like every time he touches the ball, he can score. I mean, just in the couple times he's touched the ball, it looks like he's that dangerous.
Yeah, and the score is 3-1 in favor of STX over Team Soleil. Stay tuned for the second quarter because we will be right back. Coming across, finds Costanzo. Costanzo's coming around, takes a shot in the goal, and that's going to do it. Costanzo does it himself. Comes around the corner, shoots top shelf, off stick. And Cal State Fullerton is going to the championship game.
Imagine the power of a giant TV production truck in a compact, portable video production system. NewTek TriCaster has everything you need for a network-style video production. Camera switching, graphics, special effects, virtual sets, and more. You can stream your production live to the internet and record up to 8 separate channels of HD video all in one system. NewTek TriCaster. It's a television studio in a box. Find out more at newtek.com.
And welcome back to Orange Coast College here for LXM 949. Again, 3-1 in favor of Team STX. And we're going to send it down to Aaron with the viewer question for John Christmas.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, Champion Athletic Wear is proud to be the official sponsor and uniform.
Who inspired you to play lacrosse, and then what motivated you to continue playing on?
Wow, inspired me. There's a lot of guys that inspired me growing up. Primarily my brother who played at Villanova, my high school coach, and to inspire me to continue to play, I think it's just the kids. You know, the kids all over the country, all over the world, playing this sport, and it's fun to continue to play for them and to teach them as well.
Well, it's definitely fun to watch. Thank you so much. Good luck in the second quarter. Chris, back up to you.
Great job, Aaron. We're just about ready to get back to play here. So waiting for a ball. Gonna need that one to play.
Need one of those.
Thank you.
And again, looks like it's gonna be DeFelice and Smith taking all the face-offs so far. I mean, DeFelice really getting the upper hand so far, but great wing play out of Team Soleil.
We're going to see a lot more goals today. I expect these guys to really get to know each other well by the end of the game. No doubt.
I mean, like we talked about with the shoot-around yesterday, these guys aren't afraid to let it rip. I mean, I saw something that I've never seen before. You see these guys out there shooting and completely rip the net off of one of the practice goals.
That was unbelievable.
Outrageous. Ball's down. Smith trying to get it.
Great hustle. Looks like STX
Still down.
Yep. He's got a lane.
And it's Irwin again with the shot. And he hit the pipe earlier. Not afraid to let it rip. That one was a pretty close shot.
Love these two-way midfielders that just press. Specialization in the NCAA, but these guys, they play both sides of the ball, offensive, defensive.
There's Harrison looking inside. Great stick and another goal. And this one's from Crum. And that's just a great look. I mean, you see the respect that they have for Kyle Harrison. Makes the split, finds Crum on the crease. I mean, let's take a look at the replay.
I tell you what, Chris, this looked a lot like the goal he scored from Chanel Bratton. Fed underneath, inside roll, buries it from in close. This guy's got a knack for that kind of goal.
And that's Kyle Harrison's second assist, and that's Crum's second goal. I mean, I think we know where the bread's going to be buttered here. I mean, you've got Crum and you've got Bradman and Harrison really making it rain out there.
Love it that he's dodging, always dodging with his head up, looking for open teammates. True midfielder.
Here's Porter, and another one of those guys that we always like to talk about. He got the Knight Cup, which is a kind of a sportsmanship and real team player award that also goes along with your playing. So I mean, you like to see those guys out here representing lacrosse at this level.
I'll tell you what, personally, I just met him for the first time yesterday. He's got to be one of the most polite, nicest guys I've ever met for the first time. I mean, he was super. It's like I'd known him for 5 years. Super guy.
There's Lindsay working, looking cross crease. Can't find Corp there. Ball's going to go back to STX.
Brandon with a nice little pull the trigger backdoor cut to the back pipe, and just Shawnee sailed it a little bit.
And there's Bullard, the UNC grad from 09, making the pass up to Ramel Bratman. Back inside to Max Ritz. Here's back to Ritz. Back up to VK. Ramel Bratton. Nice behind the back fake, and then throws it anyway. And Hewitt didn't see it, but great positioning to get in front of that shot.
Got numbers here, 5-on-4. Let's see if they push it. 6-on-4, that's right. You can hear Matt Russell screaming.
And there's Powell looking across. Can't find Gessner.
Possession.
The ball's going to go back to STX.
Missed opportunity there, but they'll have more. I'm sure they'll have plenty more of those.
Yeah, and definitely. They seem a little less settled in here in the second quarter. I think they're starting to get excited about what's going on out there.
Nancy.
Yeah, I mean, there's a big crowd here. It's exciting for everyone out here on the West Coast. About 75 degrees here in Costa Mesa, California.
Here's our guy.
Bradman, they're just not going to him. You get the low to high rip unassisted for his second. Let's go to the replay.
Check this shot out. He dodges, they peel off, no one goes to him, and he just takes it up top. Hewitt was ducking down. He thought that ball was coming down in the 5-hole, and he just stuck it in the top shelf. Beautiful, beautiful goal.
Yeah, and I mean, those shots that change planes are so tough, especially when it's coming at that pace. I mean, you got to think that he's got to be tipping triple digits.
Yeah. Is that his third goal of the game, Chris?
That's his second.
Second goal, okay.
Yeah. That's four for the Salisbury guys, the recent grads. There's a look inside, takes the shot, and Russell was all over that one.
Team Soleil holds possession following the shot.
And that was Gill coming through on the shot.
Former teammates locking it up there. Graham on Matt Russell.
I mean, you'd have to think that he's seen a lot of Gill shots.
I bet he has.
Oh, and there's Corp coming around the corner, right around his defenseman, and you just can't see that. You can't stop that if you're in the goal.
Scored by number 4, Bradman.
Around him and sticks it by Matt Russell, who, quite frankly, couldn't see the shot. Defenseman's getting topside. He just snuck it around him. That's really savvy goal.
For Team Soleil, unassisted by number 4.
Deeply's looking inside, and just like that, Max Ritz gets STX back on the board,
This is what
pushing the lead back to 4.
This is what we've been looking for. This up and down stuff.
I mean, that's so fast. Let's see what happened on the replay.
Right off the face-off, time and room from the wing. Max Ritz has one of the most pure deliveries. It reminds me of Virginia's Chris Bachman. Those pure shooters come over the top. You can't tell if it's coming out high, coming out low. Real nice shooter, Max Ritz.
There's Smith able to come up with it. Moves it to Porter.
Once again, a goal scored for Team STX by number 10, Max Ritz.
Looks like Christmas taking a run through the midfield.
Yep.
I mean, still able to get the pull on him. So not quite the mismatch I think they were probably hoping to get. There's Lindsay coming through. Draws the double, rolls out of it, flips it to Porter. Porter takes the shot, gets the push in the back, just enough from Drennan to disrupt the shot.
Nice little shovel pass there by Sean Lindsay. Drawing the double and shoveling it.
It's Corp coming across, looking to do the same thing he did last time. Rolls inside, the fakes and around the BTB there. No problem for Russell, who's in great position.
That was good lacrosse on both sides right there. If you look at the defense by Kazmaier, nice strong defense on the corner.
And there's Lindsay doing it on both ends. Great check there to get the ball out. Picked up by STX. I mean, the stuff that he's been able to do in the professional indoor game is nearly unparalleled. A 4-time scoring champ, 6-time All-Star. He's in the top 10 all-time in scoring.
It's pretty cool to watch that translation to the outdoor game as well. I mean, just that little play right there. He did a little bit of a pick slip, a big little switch right there, drew a short stick, and tried to capitalize on that matchup. He's a real smart player, brings the indoor flair, a little of the indoor style out to the field, the outdoor field.
That's a big play by Hewitt with the backup, able to get the ball back to Soleil, who really need to start making something happen down 4 goals, because it doesn't look like STX is going to slow down anytime soon.
No.
Gessner bringing it in. Takes the shot. Great dodge. Can't quite get it to fall. Gets it to Corp. And Corp again coming up past GLE with the low-to-low shot. And he's got Russell's number right now.
Almost a mirror image of his last goal without the screen from the defenseman. But slipping it past him just above GLE. Let's take a look at this.
Team Soleil goal scored by number 4, Bradman.
Brandon made a career out of those kinds of goals at Colgate. Such a special player around the goal, known for his goal-scoring ability.
And you know he's got to be happy for this year's Tewaaraton winner, Baum. I mean, coming out of nowhere, the first West Coast guy ever to win it.
I think a lot of people are happy about that. A lot of people out here are happy about that. And again, I think it's a reflection of the growth of the game. You get the Tewaaraton Award winner coming from the West Coast. That's big news.
Yeah, and I know a lot of people. There was actually a great article on Lax All Stars by Connor Wilson about Bradman being in the mix for Tewaaraton, and I mean he's exceptional.
You know, I think in a lot of respects he could have been the Tewaaraton Award winner. There's a lot of exciting stuff going on. I love the hustle from Brett Moyer on the sideline. Just challenging for every inch of the lacrosse field. He's out there by the sideline in the guy's gloves. I love that. These guys just get after it.
And the other 15 for Soleil, Hewitt backing up that shot. I mean, he's been keeping Soleil in the game.
That's
here
2 backups
of
in
late.
a row, just on hustle.
Here's Powell taking a look at his stick, maybe sharing some thoughts with it. Make sure the stick knows who's boss.
He was telling it, score me a goal.
He's looking to feed again with the BTB, and that one almost snuck in. He's looking for Gill on there.
Nice little back cut by Graham Gill. Just led him a little too much with the BTB.
Just back to Russell. And if you haven't checked out the helmet cams on the goalies, they're worth your time. I mean, really, really neat stuff going on today.
Not sure I'd want to be a goalie in this game. With the shooters out here after what you and I saw in shooting practice yesterday, I wouldn't want to be in front of those shots.
If there's anything I know about the goalies is they are just completely insane. I got in the cage one time when I was coaching a high school team. I took one on the inside of the thigh, and I will never, ever get back in the cage.
Smart man.
Yeah.
Smart man.
I mean, I didn't even really want to be behind the cage at all when those guys were shooting yesterday.
It's dangerous.
Yeah.
Those balls are coming hot.
Yeah, getting hit with a lacrosse ball is easily the worst thing in the entire world.
Little throwaway there, little turnover by STX. Just trying to force it through to the backside. Just got a little out of the guy's reach on the back pipe.
Yeah, and again, keep your questions coming. And we're going to have Kyle Harrison here at halftime. So we'd love to hear your questions, comments, catchphrases for the knockaround glasses. And there's a great goal. That one coming from Gill.
How about that for a nonchalant goal? Nice right to left split dodge. It looked like he passed it by his former teammate.
Let's take a look at the replay.
I mean, talk about casual. Easy peasy.
Scored by number 12.
Watch this. Comes in, little split dodge. Just gets by his guy and throws a little subtle, little lefty snapshot right by Matt Russell. Great location off stick high.
Once again, the goal scored unassisted for Team Soleil by number 12, Graham Gill.
That's a classic example of making it look easy.
Yeah, and a lot of these guys do that. And there's a Max Davis getting muscled off the ball.
Great ground ball by Bradman.
Brenneman's got a lane. He's going to get the trip there.
We're going to see some cloth.
Flag is down.
You could tell when there's a good trip. Legs getting tangled up, the way he falls. And Brenneman's a big guy.
Yeah,
Probably shook the turf a little bit there. I bet that rumbled the stadium a little bit when he hit the deck.
It looks like we've got a catchphrase from Sean Austin. I don't always watch lacrosse, but when I do, it's the Lacrosse Network. That's a safe play there,
That's
Sean.
a contender.
I have to think he's in the mix. This is our first look at either of the team's man-up units. Let's see what Soleil can get the lead back to one for the first time since first quarter.
1-3-2 from behind, working it around. Looks like they're going to rotate and get it to Chris.
Team STX penalty. A 1 minute personal.
Looked like Powell wanted that cross crease pass.
Yep, it was there for a
Repeating
split
the
second.
STX penalty. A 1 minute personal for a trip.
Gets
on
it back,
number
takes the
11,
shot,
Max
round
Davis.
back, and there's Christmas making it look easy. Gets it high, the BTB coming for Powell, and in one motion, let's watch the replay.
That was sick. Just a little pump. Behind the back, watch how quick Christmas catches. Buries it 5-hole. That's pretty sweet.
Yeah,
I don't know what else to say. That's pretty sweet.
There's nothing you can do about that one. I mean, and the way that Russell's been playing today, I mean, you'd have to think that he's not going to give up very many goals, but that is just spectacular play on both ends.
They've clawed their way back in this one, down one now. Made it a ball game.
And DeFelice and Smith again going at it.
Oh, nice drive.
Picked up by STX.
Once again, the Team Soleil
Just a
goal.
baller. They got another break.
John Christmas.
There's another shot and a goal from Ritz, and it's that same look we saw before, right off the face-off. Gets it from Tintle, rips it, top shelf. Nothing you can do about that.
That time he dropped it a little sidearm, looked like. A little sidearm, 3/4. Little elevator, you know, you can see Hewitt dropping down a little bit as Max Ritz dropped his stick. Alex came down, he just stuck it up top side. That's strong side high, too. It's a great shot. Shows you what kind of shooter he is. He's a great finisher.
Yeah, Max was a two-time preseason All-American. We're not the only people out there that think he's a good player. It's like DeFelice wins it again. Just under 2 minutes to go.
Once again, the
See if
Team
STX can go back up
scored by
3
number
goals.
10, Max Ritz. His second goal of the game.
There's Ritz again. Ooh, looking for Bradman. He's going to be able to run it down.
What do you think the chances are 12 ends up with the ball?
If I was, I'd take it.
They're going to swing it around, and it looks like they're setting up a wing dodge for him right here.
Working on the shorty, Porter. Looks
nice
inside. There's Ratcliff making it look easy, low to low. I mean, you see the indoor game coming out there. Just finds that off-stick low. That's so hard to get to if you're the goalie.
I think with the game he's had so far, it starts with the attention that Sam Bradman generates, that he draws. Everybody's looking at Sam Bradman when the ball's in his stick. Rat, look at that! Look at him popping off ball. How smart he is. Defenseman turns his head to watch this young superstar. Pops to space, easy goal.
Team STX goal scored by number 42, Ratcliff.
In the last 90 seconds of the half,
And
and it's been all STX. That's a
Got
great
another
GP.
one.
And Ritz coming around, wants to take that shot, looks inside, can't quite find his man. Looking for Crum, who's got 2 goals.
Such an unselfish play right there. Probably could have taken that shot, but
Oh, absolutely.
one of the assists. He's probably getting a little bored of scoring goals.
Bored of scoring goals. Such a thing exists. I mean, I guess I never scored any goals, so I never got tired of it. Here's Will
Trust
Dune
me,
working.
boredom doesn't set in.
Here's Christmas. And Christmas has had the hot
Got a good
hand.
matchup.
Working on the shorty.
Yep.
Finds a Gemian. Looking inside, great run, and there's
Oh,
Powell.
man.
Low to high, top cheese. I mean, it's so easy. It's a great cut behind, loses his defenseman.
Moving off ball. Moving off ball, that is fantastic. Even at the highest level, it's so important. Keep your man occupied off ball, and if he's not going to cover you, you just keep moving. A nice subtle drop the stick, throw it up into the top of the cage. Matt Russell didn't have a chance.
And here with just under a minute to go, the lead back to 2, and it's a game of runs. And Soleil is on the top end of that one right now.
STX has definitely been able to do this right here.
Steve Lee's look inside.
They're generating those 4-on-3 opportunities much better than Team Soleil is, and I think that's what's allowed them to keep that 2 to 3 goal lead, that cushion.
And that's Crum, just making it look easy. Just turns around and just buries it so quick on the movement.
Got a pretty good idea where Crum likes to operate. He likes to operate right on top of the crease.
Yeah, and toss your hats, because that's 3 for him. I mean, the young guy's really making it look easy out there.
Once again, the Team STX goal scored by number 35, Eric Crum. His 3rd goal and a hat trick for the game.
Ratcliff moves it down to Crum. Crum working on Lamb.
Generating fast breaks. He's getting them possessions. It can be exhausting for Team Soleil.
Yeah, and there's
watch him play
Bratman
defense.
looking across.
Ooh, might have something
Pass
here.
up, Powell's going to get it. There's 4 seconds left. Can't quite come up with the ground ball. And that's going to do it here for the first half of play. It's 9-6 in favor of Team STX. Crum leading the way with 3 goals. And I'm Chris Marshall here with Court Kim. You're watching the Lacrosse Network, so stay tuned for the halftime show, and we'll be right back.
Here comes Loy, wheeling and dealing, shooting and scoring! The Mavericks are champions! The Mavericks are champions! Loy with 20.7 seconds to go in the overtime period gives La Costa Canyon the victory. They have defeated Torrey Pines all 3 times this year.
Imagine the power of a giant TV production truck in a compact portable video production system. NewTek TriCaster has everything you need for a network-style video production. Camera switching, graphics, special effects, virtual sets, and more. You can stream your production live to the internet and record up to 8 separate channels of HD video all in one system. NewTek TriCaster. It's a television studio in a box. Find out more at newtek.com.
Welcome back to Orange Coast College here for LXM 949 on the Lacrosse Network. I'm Chris Marshall here with Court Kim, and there's been no shortage of really exciting action in the first half. I mean, you see Sam Bradman as advertised with 2 goals, but it kind of seems like his national championship teammate, Eric Crum, stealing the show with his 3 goals.
Well, Crum is definitely, you can see he's a finisher. He's comfortable catching the ball in close. I'll tell you what, Max Ritz, he's another guy that can step up. And when you got middies like the Brattons and Kyle Harrison creating for guys like that, could be a long day for Soleil. Could be a long day.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough to pick the play of the half, but let's take a look at the highlight reel so far and see what we've been seeing.
Pro players in the vendor village. We thank you for attending LXM Pro 949, presented
Well, it starts at the face-off X, and DeFelice has been doing a great job. That was Bradman's first goal right off the bench, fed from Kyle Harrison, and you can see right off the bat, he was setting the tone early. This was a breaking, the shake and bake moves of Kyle Harrison. He's been doing this for years. Creates some space and just rips it by Hewitt.
And I mean, Harrison has 1 goal and 2 assists. I mean, making it look really easy out there.
That was that beautiful inside roll underneath by Crum. Great feed by Bradman. I love this. One word for this play: deception. Coming in, low angle, and you can see Matt Russell drop his stick. Something Christmas did coming in there, whether he dipped his head, dipped his stick, got Matt Russell to bite. There's Crum again. I mean, we've seen 3 goals just like that, right inside. He is real efficient. I think this is another one right here. This was Bradman's elevator. Man, no goalie's going to stop that one.
With Soleil, it's not where you're going, it's
And
how you get there.
Hewitt's barking at his defense, telling him so. I need some help, guys. Great screen shot by Brandon Corp coming around his defenseman, and I believe shortly after that he scored the same kind of goal. Great shooting motion, Max Ritz. Right here. I think this is Corp sneaking around again, sticking that same kind of shot. I bet you Matt Russell doesn't give that up in the second half.
Definitely not. I mean, you got Corp with 2, Christmas with 2, Powell with a goal, Gill with a goal. I mean, they're really spreading the love. And there's
Graham
the
Gill
goal. Yeah.
coming in left-handed after a nice split dodge. No one slid. Love this man-up goal. Mike Powell behind the back. Christmas jumping and just dropping it through the 5-hole. That's nice lacrosse right there. And we saw a lot of this. You know, the transition game for Team SDX. They're bringing it. They're creating a lot of 4v3, 3v2 opportunities down below. It's got to be tough for Alex Hewitt. Nice pop-off ball. Watch the guy in the near ground right there, Lewis Ratcliff. Step into space. Sam Bradman generates a lot of attention.
It's that great look across the crease. For
The
goal there from Powell is only one of the games so far, but I expect more of that in the second half.
Absolutely. We'd like to recognize our championship teams and have them join us on the LXM Pro field. Come on, guys, head on out to midfield.
Another Crum special right there.
And I mean, we've seen a lot of really great action in the first half. I mean, what do you have to think your favorite goal so far is?
Yeah, I have to say the Bradman elevator was pretty special. You know, you got to figure those Team Soleil defensemen have to start recognizing who's got the ball in his stick. If number 12 is coming down the field with the ball in his stick, you got to respect him. You got to go early, possibly. Send the guy early, get it out of his stick.
Yeah, I mean,
make him a
what
pass.
else can we expect, do you think, from Team Soleil to mix it up to try and take the lead here in the second
Well, hopefully
half?
Nick Smith can pick it up a little bit more at the face-off X because Ben DeFelice has been doing a good job controlling the ball there. I'd like to see a little more transition opportunities. When we get to see guys like Brandon Corp, John Christmas, and Mike Powell on that end of the field finishing some transition goals, it's going to be exciting.
And once again,
Great.
ladies and
Well,
gentlemen,
we're going to go
please
down to
join
Aaron at
attention
field level, who's
as
with
we
Kyle
welcome
Harrison to
the
talk
third
about
and
some of the
fourth
gear and answer some viewer questions.
The Westchester Way.
Hey, thanks a lot, Chris. Yeah, I'm standing here with Kyle, and Kyle, I need to ask you, what are your thoughts on the STX custom created gear they made for you?
Well, I love it. You know, STX was my first sponsor, and I'm really proud to have them sponsor our team here. They made some custom Cell 2 gloves, they made some arm pads, and it all looks great. You know, this head is also an STX head. It's a Stallion, and that's custom as well. So very proud to be using this equipment.
It looks very, very cool on you, too. Now, I have to ask you, what do you think you would be doing if you weren't playing lacrosse? I know it's hard to imagine that, right?
Yeah, that's hard to imagine because it's become my life now, but I was a writing major in college, and I love journalism, so I probably would be pursuing something in that field. But
Maybe I should give you my mic, possibly.
Right, well, maybe one day I'll be interviewing you, you know?
All right. Well, good luck in the second half, Kyle. Thank you so much. Chris, back up to you.
And that's great stuff, Aaron. I mean, I know that I'm really excited about all of the LXM Pro gear out there, and I'm also super excited about my knockaround sunglasses. It's tough to see more gear out there that's cooler than the stuff they have out there. I mean, what do you think the biggest advancement in lacrosse equipment has been in the last 20 years?
Ian, I'd have to say it's the lower profile fit, the comfort, the durability, better construction over the years. But let's face it, the game of lacrosse has gotten to be so fast over the years. It has sped up. Bigger, faster, stronger kids are playing the game. And the gear has naturally evolved the same way the game has. It's much faster, much lighter, and it's produced some exciting lacrosse in recent years.
Yeah, and if you want to get your hands on some of this great gear, I know we'll be giving away knockaround glasses, some custom team-only glasses just for the LXM Pros for the catchphrase contest. So keep sending your catchphrases as well as your questions for the LXM Pros down at the breaks with Aaron. Also, we'll be giving away this Easton stick to a random subscriber. So if you haven't subscribed, definitely do so. I mean, what can you tell us about this stick?
Well, this product's definitely near and dear to my heart. It's a Stealth Scandium Plus alloy shaft, which I'm a little biased, of course, but I think it's the best shaft in the game. And then we've got our new Stealth HS head here, which is it's a high school spec head with box beam construction, which is great for stiffness, and it's got adjustable pinch. It allows you to really get the most ball retention out of any high school head on the market. I think it's a great product.
Great. Well, everybody take the time to subscribe, and this could be coming to you. And also, definitely stay tuned for the high school All-American game, the Adrenaline All-American game, where North takes on South. A lot of players from the Pacific Northwest, a lot of D1 commits from LA and San Diego. It should be a really exciting game. And I'm pretty excited, looking forward into the second half. I mean, there's a lot of players that are really good players that we haven't seen do anything yet.
Yeah, that's true. And I think the Soleil team, again, I think once they can start capitalizing on a few more face-offs, get some possession, definitely create some transition. I feel like those guys are just being held down. If they're not scoring transition goals, we're missing out on really the kind of things they can do. So hopefully we'll see a little more transition generated. And it might have to come from Hewitt out of the defensive end. We'll see in the second half. But I expect it's going to be neck and neck all the way to the end. Very close game. High scoring, which we love. I know the fans love it. So expect big things out of the second half.
Yeah, when I know Moyer and Hewitt have been real catalysts on the defensive end, just purely on a hustle play basis. I mean, you get Hewitt backing up those 2 shots in a row, which cannot be overlooked. I mean, that gets the ball right back to Team Soleil, gets them back on the offensive end. I mean, you got players like John Christmas and Mikey Powell. I mean, it's going to be tough to keep them from scoring goals.
Only good things can happen when those guys get the ball in their sticks down on that end of the field, especially in transition. When they've got smaller numbers, they're going to score goals.
Absolutely. And again, just a reminder, if you haven't commented or subscribed to the Lacrosse Network, do so. You'll be able to win some great sunglasses from Knockaround, as well as some great stuff from Gym Tan Lax. So definitely check out their original neon Gym Tan Lax tank tops at gymtanlax.com, as well as like their Facebook page at facebook.com/Gym Tan Lax. I mean, I don't know if you've seen any of the stuff that they put out, but it's pretty West Coast kind of swag style that they like. I mean, I like it.
I see more and more kids rocking that stuff. They love it. They got to be doing something right.
Yeah, and you know, it's a lot of the equipment that the West Coast kids are it's a much more equipment-driven style of lacrosse. I mean, you see the kids out there, and not all these kids have been playing since they were little, like they did on the East Coast. So sometimes you need some sort of flash, some new cleats, some new gloves to get these kids excited about playing lacrosse.
Got to look good to play good, as the saying goes.
And just about ready to get back underway. It looks like Team Soleil down there in a little bit of a huddle. I didn't see STX doing that. They're a little too confident to talk it over.
Skills provide speed, agility, and strength performance training equipment so athletes can maximize potential. For more information on skills training tools, instructional content, and programs, visit us on
Great turnout for today's game, and again, I think it's just a reflection of the growth of the game out here. More and more young players. I mean, look at the ages of those kids. They've got to be no more than 6, 7, 8 years old, and they're out here watching the superstars of the game.
In their hand. Yep, always sticks in their hand. And there's Dave Feliz right where he left off, winning the face-off to himself and getting it to Max Ritz. I mean, STX looking very comfortable. Ritz coming across. Takes the shot, Hewitt all over that one. Right into the break to Gemian.
And I think Team Soleil will like that. You know, if they can get Max Ritz out of his niche, you know, where he's a great shooter. If they make him a dodger, they might be doing some good things there.
And there's Kyle Harrison with the takeaway check, able to get it down. No one seems to want to pick up the ground ball. Got to get 2 hands on that, right, Coach?
Absolutely. He wasn't listening.
And that's going to be a push going against STX.
They're going to turn and go. We got a one-on-one on that far side with Mike Powell. He likes this.
And then draws the double, which is a pretty smart move.
That's good D. That's good D by STX. Send a guy right away.
Just messing around. You know, it's like he's so good, and his stick is so magical. I guess
he is.
That it's no one seems to know where he's going to go with it next.
You know, he's the one guy they talk about, like the lacrosse stick being a natural extension of your arms. That guy epitomizes it.
Christmas had a lane there. Gill getting in the way of his shot.
See that red kit? We'll get all their footage.
It moves the ball up, and there's a great look inside from Ritz, to Ritz. Coming across, and that's textbook play, and Hewitt out of nowhere across to make that save. I mean, that's great anticipation.
It's good fast break defense. They gave up a low angle shot down by
He's in London, so he's psyched.
on defense, but they certainly recovered and gave up a low angle, low percentage shot.
And it looks like we got another question here about growing the game on the West Coast and when we think it will be at the same level as it is on the East Coast.
That's a really good question. All I could say is it certainly has the foundation for it. It's definitely getting there, and I think nothing speaks to that more than Peter Baum winning the Dwar. What a freakish talent he is. I mean, could dodge, could shoot, could feed. He looked like he was going a million miles an hour and everyone was in slow motion.
Oof. Lindsay. Oh, someone call the Ninja Turtles because he is a shredder. I mean, just top shelf, stick side, nothing you can do about that one.
Stick side high to the upper 90. We heard that up here. I love the sound the ball makes when it sticks the upper 90. It's like a pop, like a firecracker going off. Look at this. Sidearm. Oh, I think he might have ripped that a little bit. He pulled the stitches out a little bit there. Ref, you might want to look at that corner. Catch it up.
And again, send us your catchphrases. If you didn't like that last one, and you can do better, let us know. Comment on the bottom of the page, and we'll get some on here. And again, you'll win those great knock-around sunglasses made specifically for the players only. You can't buy them; you can only get them here on the Lacrosse Network. And the box will be signed by both teams. So definitely take the time to comment and subscribe if you haven't yet. And you're watching the Lacrosse Network. Looks like SDX settling in a little bit. Just 12 minutes to go here in the third. Trying to take a little of the air out of the ball. Definitely try and take some of that momentum away from that great shot from Lindsay.
Ambitious move right there. Trying to do a wraparound. I think that was VK trying that wraparound from behind the goal.
And here's Bradman really using his size to take that sideline.
Look at the size of him.
I mean,
Big boy.
This is a good matchup for them.
Yeah, they might exploit it right now. They peeled off.
And looking inside to Porter as Bradman can't come up with a stick. Great help defense there. Good shot coming across and Russell all over it.
Same location. You're not going to get Matt Russell a second time on that. MP.
There's Ballard stopping on a dime, flipping it to VK there. And really solid play out of both teams. I mean,
it's getting exciting. I mean, you can see it's picking up. These guys are starting to go a little bit. You're seeing a little air, a little dives from behind the crease. Nice elevator shots.
Here's Shamel Bratton.
He's going to break you down.
Look inside.
That might have been off of Soleil. Looks like it's staying with STX.
Yeah, it looked like Lamb got a stick in there. Growing a bamboo forest right there in the crease. Back to Ramel Bratton. Looks like they want VK.
They like the VK matchup.
Loses it out of his stick. He's been having a little trouble with his stick.
There we go, Chris. Is this a Jamie in? Coming down, we got 5v4, it looks like. Nice recovery, MP.
Powell not wanting to push it. Looks inside. Ooh, and there's just fakes on fakes on fakes. Corp coming through, scoring the goal. And that's just a great play. I mean, Powell gets it in there to Corp for the hat trick.
MP, the creator, you know, you think the play is over after he pulls it out here on the fast break. He just keeps backing out, and then zips it right down to GLE. Brandon Corp with a nice face dodge on GLE. Right here to protect the stick. Sticks it right over the top of Matt Russell. Nice goal.
And the lead back to 1 for the first time since early in the second. I mean, Soleil definitely going on a little bit of a run here. These players don't get to be as good as they are without being a little competitive.
I was going to say, watch the intensity pick up from here on out. If it stays this tight, you're going to start to see some serious intense lacrosse.
And there's DeFelice again controlling the face-off X. There's Ratcliff with the roller. Flips up to Ramel Bratton. That one coming from K18.
Oh, wow, what a move. Oh, thought he was popping up field a little bit more. Yeah, did you see that dodge? Oh, that's an ankle breaker.
My knees hurt just watching that happen.
That was against a former NFL wide receiver, too. Shows you what kind of athleticism the Bratton brothers have.
Oregon State, not the best. Beavers.
We got a couple more catchphrases. Nami Tommy, who shoots where mama keeps the cookies, top shelf.
Not bad. Not bad.
Also named Aaron. Oh,
From
really?
GLE inside, that one off the pipe, and that's just great positioning from Russell. I mean, there was no space for
tough
that
angle
ball to
there.
through.
Got to run, Maddie. Found an outlet. Now they can exhale now. They got a they got a lot of space to clear the ball here.
Tindall bringing the ball up.
Great hustle by Matt Russell out of the cage. He's known for that.
When I was younger, I was really Asian, but as I got older,
Body language, like he's just trying to set you up. Like, here I come.
Let's see if he's going to try and exploit that matchup against Garvey. Here's Bradman again.
Ooh,
takes the big hit. Welcome to the LXM Pro Tour.
He still got it. Oh, man, and that might have even been a twister goal that he threw in there. I think he pulled that across his face and stuck it twister style. What a ridiculous goal that was.
I mean, I'm running out of hats to throw here. I mean, these guys are just making it look too easy.
You know, he gets knocked to the ground right here with Gessner nails him with a body. Great, taking the body, boom. He still got it through this mess. And watch this. I think he threw a twister at him. Tough to see on that replay, but talk about a scorer.
Wow. I mean, he looks like just about the best player on the field today, which is no easy feat for anyone.
With these guys out here,
His third goal and a hat
can't
trick
argue
for
with
the
it, though.
game.
Can't argue with that.
And Smith has got to get something going here.
Yeah, I think you're right, Chris. You can see Team Soleil has taken a very defensive stance here. I mean, Porter's running long pole right now, and he's almost conceding, running to the top of the box because Nick Smith just hasn't had any luck generating possessions at the draw.
John Kenyon. Once again, the Team Soleil penalty.
Team top of the box.
For slash.
That explains it on the wing. That explains Porter on the wing. More of a conservative approach to the face-off because they were playing a man down from the penalty.
And I mean, DeFelice is really controlling the X, and there's Ritz, unselfish play.
So unselfish.
Ratcliff can't finish it. Looks like he just dropped it out of his stick, and then Hewitt all over the ball. Over to Moyer.
You know, if I were Ratcliff, I don't know if I would have expected that. Ritz had a super shot opportunity right there.
I mean, he's got two just burners on the day. There's Kazmaier.
Good hustle. Nice play
Bradman.
right there. Nice play right there. Goosing it to a teammate.
Been able to do from the X. I mean, he's 13 for 20. I mean, that's 65%. And that's really impressive going against another D1 faceoff guy. No doubt about it.
Bounds possession, Team Soleil.
It almost seems like it's a higher percentage than that, the way the game's been going.
I mean, Max Davis is everywhere. Yeah. I mean, the ground balls that he's been scooping up, I mean, it's like he's got a vacuum stick. Moyer bringing it up. Finds Muldoon.
Whew, nice split dodge in the open field. Watch your back, buddy.
And that's great hustle.
That is. It's a good clean hit from the side.
There's Irwin bringing the ball in. Has the time. No question about that one. Ritz was going for goal.
Optimistic about, you know, I will say this. He did bring it sidearm, so he increased his angle just a little bit. And I think he wanted that shot back on that last man up. He's probably kicking himself for trying to go backside to Ratcliff. He had a goal on his stick.
There's Moyer collecting the crossfield pass.
Looks like the same recipe. They're gonna get it to Muldoon? Nope.
Gill bringing it across. Working on Ramel Bratton. Great short stick defender. And great help defense again. Court picks it up. Over to Lindsay.
Oh, look at the stick protection.
I mean, that's impressive stuff. I mean, 'cause there are heavy checks coming there from Brian Kelly.
So impressed with the way these guys handle the stick in traffic. Sean Lindsay was getting, I mean, that stick was swiping all sides of him. And he looked so comfortable just handling the ball under pressure.
There's Shamel Bratton, has the shorty. I mean, you have to think they're going to go right at Brenneman.
This looks like the TNT, the dynamite midfield. Here's Bradman right here with a shorty. They're going to go, he's going.
Comes around. Porter playing solid defense, gets a quick double.
Look.
Over to Bratton, cross crease. Thinks about the shot, but opts to move it. Back to Bratton, still with the shorty. And really good help defense. There's Ramel Bratton taking the shot, possession shot. That went off the scoreboard.
You don't see that very often, especially when the scoreboard's 50 feet in the air.
You know, I was wondering when they set those nets up for Vendor Village if they were actually going to get any shots, and
that one
Ramel
almost
just answered that question.
That shot almost made it to Vendor Village. Good sustained possession here. They're pressing. They'd like to see a goal at the tail end of this.
Oof. And that one just off the mark.
We got a shooting gallery.
Ball out.
Yeah, and the Salisbury guys are out there
Possession.
looking very impressive.
I can't wait to watch the goalie cam footage of some of these shots coming at you. 100-mile-per-hour shots just ripped at you.
Mel thought about that look inside. Pulling Garvey out. Gets the switch. And all by himself.
Okay, Bradman's got it top left now.
Just everyone gets into the flow.
Ran through that can opener.
Nice handle from Bradman. Gets it back to VK.
Great patience right now. Ooh, nice save.
I can't believe he even got that shot off. So quick with his stick.
For a second, it was hard to tell who had it,
Crease
but
violation,
it doesn't
STX.
surprise me that
Possession.
number 12 in
Soleil.
blue had it.
And Moyer laying some lumber there, definitely.
getting a little
Welcoming the
chippy.
young blood.
They're offsides.
They're offsides.
Looks like Porter.
Porter, all by himself, just doesn't wait for his teammates to get on there, just takes it top shelf. And you don't see Russell get beat top shelf stick side 2 times in a row very often. Let's take a look at this replay.
This was a rip. I think he's a natural righty too. I'm gonna have to talk to him after this game. I think he's a natural righty. That was a mean-looking left-handed shot. That looked like shooting practice yesterday.
I still can't get over the fact that they completely ripped the net off the cage.
That was unbelievable.
And
seeing the left corner
20,
go
30
and the
shots.
right corner, yeah.
Scored for
Might have
Soleil,
been less. I think it was like 10 shots.
Number 6, Brendan
Ding Weiss again.
Porter.
Yeah.
No call
Hold him
there.
down, hold him
Oh,
down.
looks like gonna get the flag. It's gonna be a hold. So 30 seconds of man-up opportunity for Team STX. And Dave Felice really the motor behind Team STX right now.
He has definitely set the tone from the outset. You said earlier he was 67% face-off, something like that? It seems like he's like 85, 90% the way that, you're seeing the ball move right to left with
Team
Team
Soleil
STX.
A 30-second
It looks like he's
technical hold.
14 for
Number
21,
five,
which is
Nick
67%
Repeating
right on the
Soleil
number.
on the nose there.
A 30-second technical for a hold. On number 5, Nick Smith.
And he's won 5 straight. So I mean, really coming through strong here in the second half.
With that in mind, that could have been a frustration foul right there for Nick Smith. Losing 4 in a row, then a 5th one. Oh, man.
And there's Max
Not
Ritz.
fair.
Putting his third of the game in there. I mean, fakes on fakes on fakes. There's nothing you can do about that one if you're Hewitt. Take a look at the
It
replay.
starts with an initial, sneak from X, fakes high, and then dips and dunks. Dip, dunk. You can keep up with a couple of those, but once you throw 3 or 4 in there, that's hard to follow.
And I mean, even in slow motion, that looks fast.
Assist on the goal by number 18.
Smooth finish.
Kyle
Smooth finish.
Harrison.
Great look by Kyle.
They had just under 4 minutes to go. The lead back to 2.
Repeating STX goal scored with a
STX is just not giving anything up here.
Oh, we got one.
Third goal and a hat trick for the
Nick
game.
Smith got one. Team Soleil's got the ball.
And you hear the fans loving the BTB there.
Oof. Nice finish. Such patient play right there.
His size, speed, and hanging his stick a little bit. Brian Kelly goes for it, misses, and then just bounces that one in. A little bit of a change-up bounce shot there. Let's see the replay here.
Goal scored by Brad Reppert.
Brad Reppert, the lefty from Towson. Coming in,
And
great
assisted
patience,
goal.
great patience coming across.
Once again, the goal
Tucked his
scored
stick
for
well.
Team Soleil,
Nice goal.
unassisted by Brad Reppert.
Looks like we got a timeout here.
Timeout. STX.
Players want to talk it over. I mean, you don't generally think you're going to see a whole lot of timeouts here in this game, but we'll take the time to remind everyone about the catchphrase contest, the official knockaround sunglasses catchphrase. We're going to be talking with Mikey Powell here at the end of the third quarter. So if you've got questions for them or for us or for anyone out there, go ahead and fire them away. We'll rock them down on the on the comment page there. And again, that's the original neon Gym Tan Lax tanks, only available at gymtanlax.com. Also, take the time to like their Facebook page at facebook.com/gymtanlax. And we can't forget about our friends at Lax on Lax on Lax. Forget racks on racks. All you need in life is Lax on Lax on Lax. Order your Lax on Lax on Lax tees, tanks, and snapbacks at laxonlaxonlax.com.
That was impressive, Chris. That was impressive.
We got a couple more catchphrases. We have YOLO. You only live once. I mean, throwing the BTBs. I mean, if you're gonna be throwing some flashy checks and passes, this is definitely the place to do it. Still 7 more events. So I mean, you have to think these guys are going to get better and flashier, and be having a lot more fun out there.
Absolutely. STX with possession off the draw.
Here's Bradman. Takes a shot, and that one just off the mark. Here with 3 minutes to go. Still a 1-goal lead.
Possession after the shot.
Ramel's been, traditionally been known as the strong right-handed dodger of the Bratton twins, with Shamel preferring his left hand. So that was a nice play by Bradman to kind of direct him toward his left hand, giving up a lower percentage shot. Ooh, nice check. Brett Moyer with a nice reach check right there, just as he turned.
An equally impressive ground ball there. I mean, if you can get right under your feet and pick that up with your long stick without getting yourself in the chin,
yep,
you're doing something right.
Good ride right there.
And there's Ratcliff using his experience, getting in there, using the sideline as a defender.
Yep, that's exactly what he did. He pinched him right to the sideline.
And you force Garvey up the line there, and then he hangs his stick, and you get it out. It's back up to Bradman.
Here we go, back to the strong left.
Eyes
are always up.
Sneaks in anyway.
Look at Moyer chopping, protecting the crease, just chopping.
I mean, those are the kind of professional checks you expect to see at a game like this one.
Here we
nice
go.
fake into Moyer. Just under 2 minutes to go. Still just a 1-goal lead. I mean, this could be the first time Soleil ties the game since 0-0.
I think the fans would appreciate that. Let's see what we've got. They're turning it far side. They're probably going to get some touches here. I think everybody's going to get it around. Or they're going to say, Mike Powell, score the time.
Inside. Oof, might have got away with a hold there.
That's a nice slide right there.
And the double is so quick on Powell, and he still sneaks out of it. Here's Harrison bringing it up. Working on Bradman.
Good call.
No look pass. It's a great snag by Ratcliff.
Right before that, the classic Kyle Harrison split dodge. People even know it's coming, and you still can't defend it.
1 minute remaining in the 3rd quarter of play.
Back up to Harrison.
There it is.
Takes that shot, and that one pulled it a little bit, but he had the lane.
Look at the separation he generates on that dodge. It's unbelievable how athletic he is. No wonder why he scored so many goals in his career.
And that's a huge backup play for Soleil.
Great
you
hustle.
See Garvey hustling back to back that shot up. I mean, they need those kind of plays. I mean, it doesn't seem that like they have the same kind of offensive firepower as Team STX. So I mean, they have to rely a little more on their hustle.
It feels like it's the only thing that's generating possessions for him, to be honest.
There's Gill coming in.
Oof.
And Russell, great position, jump save. That one looked like it bounced off his shin or maybe his helmet. But backed up by Powell.
Soleil holds possession following the shot.
27 seconds left in the quarter here. Looks like they're
Powell wants
clearing
a
out,
separation.
yeah. Little finalizer. Nope.
And I mean, I like Powell one-on-one against anyone out there.
Drew a penalty.
Flag. Last 15 seconds.
It's good, strong defense right there.
Yeah, we're going to get our first look at the man-up unit here with 11 seconds to go. You have to think they take a quick shot here and a possession shot.
They could do that depending on what the call was. If they've got a minute on a slash, they may want to hold the ball here. Game where they had Mikey Powell with the BTB down to Christmas. Why not? Run that play again.
Yeah, that was great. That was a really great
What was
play.
that catchphrase? YOLO? You only live
YOLO.
once? I think they're going to hold this one. They've got a Jamian and Graham Gill up top. I bet they're going to hold it. Yep.
STX penalty, a 1-minute personal force slash on number 2, Scott Ballard.
And that's going to do it here for 3 quarters of play at Orange Coast College. You're watching the Lacrosse Network. I'm Chris Marshall, the court Kim. And STX on top by 1, 11-10. Stay tuned for Mikey Powell coming after the break.
Soleil 10. All right, fans, we're looking into the stands again. It's time for another official T-shirt toss. Our LXM pros are looking into the stands, so get those lacrosse sticks in there. Make some noise. Who wants an LXM pro?
Imagine the power of a giant TV production truck in a compact, portable video production system. NewTek TriCaster has everything you need for a network-style video production. Camera switching, graphics, special effects, virtual sets, and more. You can stream your production live to the internet and record up to 8 separate channels of HD video all in one system. NewTek TriCaster. It's a television studio in a box. Find out more at newtek.com.
Welcome back. You're watching LXM 949 on the Lacrosse Network. I'm Chris Marshall here with Court Kim, and we're going to toss it down to Aaron on the sideline, who is standing by with Mikey Powell.
Chris, thank you so much. Mikey, who influenced you the most to play lacrosse when you were young?
That's an easy one for me. I had 2 older brothers that were pretty darn good at the game, so being able to go out in the backyard and play with those guys, Casey and Ryan, they're definitely my big influencers for sure.
Do they have any special advice for you when you were little?
They usually said get in the goal. Being a younger brother, you're automatically the goalie in the backyard. So started out as a goalie, and you know, eventually they let me come out of the goal and play with them a little bit. And now I'm the youngest one and the guy that's still the fastest.
Oh, there you go.
So they just tell me to run. So.
There you go. Well, good luck to you in the 4th. Chris, back up to you.
Thanks, Aaron. Really exciting talking to Mikey Powell there. I mean, I know that he's going to go out there and try and win this game.
Yeah, I think the competitive juices are really boiling over with Mike Powell.
I mean, you can see how intense he is in the interview. Even that, I mean, he takes these games so seriously. I mean, these guys are true competitors. They want to win these games.
We've got about 40 seconds in this penalty. Let's see if they can capitalize. Ooh, low angle shot by Bradman, swallowed up by Matt Russell.
Yeah, and you have to think they're going to want a little bit better scoring opportunity there.
That's a nice clear under pressure. Max Davis, Brian Kelly contributing. Successful kill of that penalty.
Yeah, definitely stay tuned and actually submit your votes for the TLN Player of the Game, which will be announced at the end. So your voices are heard. So if you think Sam Bradman deserves to be player of the game, or if you think Max Ritz deserves to be player of the game, let us know.
Not to influence the viewers too much, who are you liking right now?
You know, there's 3 or 4 guys out there with 3 goals.
Yeah.
It's a tough call. I mean, Bradman has for sure been the most exciting player so far today. But I mean, you look at Kyle Harrison, who's out there, has got a couple assists and a goal, 3 assists and a goal. I mean, he's really making it look easy and making it look easy for the other players.
Crumb's taking care of business inside.
And I mean, I think I'll have to wait to see what happens in this 4th quarter. I mean, if Soleil can go on a run here and come away with the victory, then
might have to look at their way.
Might have to look at their way. It's Bratton.
Oh, what a move.
Looking for Ratcliff. Great help defense again from Team Soleil. I mean, their D is really keeping them in this game.
Jerry Lamb scrapping for that ground ball. Look at him. Oh, nice play by Bradman.
There's behind the back. Can't quite finish that one. But
Staying in. That's staying in. Nope. I tell you what, that play was created. That entire play was created by Sam Bradman getting a ground ball, shoveling it off the ground to an open teammate. And then it just generated, I think, 3 passes, and Max Ritz sneaking around with a sneaky little, dip and dunk effort off the crossbar, all because of that one ground ball.
It looked like, it was a nice box out.
Yeah.
From Garvey, but it was very close. There's Hewitt bringing the ball up. Gill.
Wise play. Use the shorty, create a break. We got Corp. Good patience, good patience.
Powell with the shorty.
I like this matchup. I don't know about you. I like this matchup. They're going to go early. Here they come.
There's 2 of them right away.
They've got to go.
There's Kasmeyer and Kelly as soon as he lifted his head up. But, I mean, he's so crafty. Gets inside the shot.
Oh,
that one just off the mark for Powell. Wants the flag. Isn't going to get it.
He wanted the push. Thought he got pulled down. Man, how dynamic is he? Did you see that? The change of direction? The body control to get that shot off.
Yeah, let's check out the replay here. But I mean, you see the way he does that.
That change of direction. He gets inside, body control, and scoops it. Wow, just trickled by him. Props to Matt Russell on the effort too. He didn't quit on that ball, as slow as it was moving. Great effort on both sides.
Working on Gill. I mean, you have to think that that's a matchup they're going to want to try and exploit. Here, VK. Back to Tintle. Tintle with the shot. That went off the pipe.
That is in the stands. Holy smokes. I've never seen that ball ricocheted to the 50-yard line, 3. It might have been 3 or 4 rows up. That's insane.
I never saw the ball leave his stick. I saw it once it was back in the air after I heard it hit the pipe. But
Chris, I think that ball hit off the top left corner and ricocheted to the 50-yard line. That's what they're talking about right now. Who's closest to that shot?
Well, nice souvenir for some of the kids out here watching the game. And there are a lot of them.
Who'd they award it to? They awarded it to STX's bench. They were closer. Got a little confusion on the sideline here. Started the play, then we had a horn, but they're back into it.
Spratton to Tindall. Tindall with a nice move inside.
Oh man, that came off, that was deflected on some bodies, it looked like, inside.
Get in the way.
Nice ground ball, moving it upfield. Here comes Chaz Gessner.
I mean, and Gessner's got the cutties. I mean, don't let the fact that he's not wearing a number fool you. I mean, he'll go in there and score a goal. I mean, it's pretty amazing that he's been able to come out after not playing.
Right there. Is that Kazmaier?
Yeah.
Man, what great footwork right there.
It's really incredible.
Didn't give Corp an inch. I met that guy before the game. He's a monster.
Monster.
But his footwork is incredible.
Buries it. Porter with his second goal of the game with the pole that I have to think he's borrowing. That's just a spectacular play.
I'm telling you, I know there's a lot of emphasis on the players of this caliber being two-handed players, but I could have sworn he's a righty. Now he's coming down with a long pole left-handed and sticking it top shelf. Wow. Almost looked like Russell was baiting him a little bit to that side, and he just stuck it.
Well, they better call him Butter because he is on a roll.
Once again, the goal scored for Soleil.
And that ties the game up for the first time since 0-0. I don't know what's going on with this player of the game, but if Porter gets another one and they win this game, it's going to be hard not to give it to him.
Nice smart play there by DeFelice. Felt the pressure on his back, took a little dive and drew the call.
Here comes Irwin. Moves down, looks like STX looking to get back into their rhythm a little bit. Let Soleil go on a run, get the ball in the sticks of their best players. And you got Kyle Harrison up there. I
have a feeling Bradman's going to, yep, here he comes, out of the box. Someone's got to step up to him.
Bratton. Looks inside, takes the shot in the rip. And that one was there before it left his stick. You can't do anything about that.
In his collegiate days at Virginia, saw a similar goal against Syracuse in the Carrier Dome where he just ripped it left-handed to the near corner.
I mean, you see that come out of his stick, and
lightning
the next
quick,
thing you see is
lightning quick release.
And STX back on top by one. And, I mean, that's how the game's been going all day. Here's Max Davis on the face, winning one to himself. And there's Smith not giving up on it. There's a shot, and that one's just off the mark. You tell Ritz wants that one back.
Smart play by Garvey there. Saw the shot about to be taken, trusted his goalie, or didn't have confidence in the shooter, and ran to back up the shot. Smart play.
I mean, either way. Standing in there and taking one of those shots in the chest when you can see it coming is always worse.
You know, that play that Tom Garvey you're seeing that trend with defensemen. A lot of close defensemen these days, they're anticipating a shot and running to where they think it's going to go out of bounds. And they're getting backup for their team. They're getting the possession for their team.
I mean, it's
smart.
risky if you've got a guy with
it's risk-reward, no question. Risk-reward.
Let's see if Soleil can get back to even score here. There's Muldoon. Real heavy on the defense.
Ball out. Soleil.
Back up by Corp.
After the shot.
It was Irwin dropping
dropping
some lumber. Ball's still down. You see Moyer. Thought that one was going his way, but it looks like Sean Lindsay's going to get
with Soleil.
Going to draw the straw on that one. And 8 minutes to go, still a one-goal game. I mean, it is anyone's game out there the way these teams are playing right now. And I expect to see the intensity level go up even another notch. And there's Gill coming inside, scoring the goal, evening the score up again with the unassisted shot on the dive. Top shelf off stick. Great shot.
Graham Gill just has a knack. You know, stays committed to that dodge, feels that slide peel away, gets to the inside, improves his angle, switching to the right, and buries it.
And that's a really fantastic play. I mean, that's Gil's second on the day. Both of his goals have been unassisted, real hustle plays, playing really well. And it's a good time for Smith to come alive, winning another faceoff.
Gessner providing an outlet there.
I mean, Gessner really
down to Mikey.
size.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he's a big boy.
Looks like Powell wants to take the lead here. Corp able to run it down. I mean, you'd have to think he might have copped that in his college days.
Yeah, I talked to him before the game, and he's been playing lacrosse on and off. It's hard to get the reps on the wall.
You have to think there's probably something in the contract about playing lacrosse. Listen, we think lacrosse is cool, but
well, he told me before the game he was an All-American in Brown as a junior, and he bypassed his senior year to concentrate on preparing for the NFL. Oh, they got to draw. They got to throw the cloth on that.
Yeah, a lot of laundry on the field right now. Everyone saw that one.
Right now, you can bid.
This could pay off right now. Tie game. Soleil's got a man up. Yeah, he got him in the back. It was the second one that I think they called it on, right? Just a little over-aggressive there on the second push to put him on the ground.
Yeah, and you can't fault Irwin for the hustle play there.
Yeah. You're not going to let a guy get up,
Why do that? It's a great opportunity for Soleil, rather, to take the lead over STX.
Repeating the STX penalty. A 1 minute first.
I mean, it would be their first lead of the game.
13, Brian Kelly.
Nicest guy ever.
Inside, Corp just off the mark.
Ball up.
What a look.
Soleil holds possession with the shot.
Just a little wide.
And that's why Powell is so dangerous. He can beat you everywhere.
2-on-1. That's great hustle. They might have gotten a push play on right there. That's great hustle.
Lindsay trying to win it back, and they're going to get the push there. That one's going to STX. Out before the game, but they want to win.
That was a big hustle play right there by that long pole for STX, and they may get a goal out of this. They do.
And it's again Max Ritz with his fourth on that exact same play off the restart. Yep, lining up in the corner. Off him. I mean, that's a great play.
If I'm on that STX sideline, I'm going right over to that long pole and telling him that was his goal. That hustle was generated. That generated this look right here, a 2-on-1. Max Ritz. Way too efficient. Max Ritz, he's too good a shooter from there. He's going to bury it every time.
Well, it's tough because you've got that triangle of the poles coming through on the fast break. If he steps up, you can't let that guy come through the middle because he'll score there.
Yep.
Max is just sitting.
The lesser of two evils.
Yeah. Might as well let your goalie try
like
to
a lose-lose, right?
His fourth goal of the game.
I mean, Hewitt's been playing great.
DeFelice with another. Ooh, that might be a penalty. Oh, they called a brush.
Scored 30, 40 goals out there.
Yeah. See if he tries another rusty gate. Nick Smith is putting the pressure on him.
That was a real fortunate no call for Soleil. Down a goal. I know that's what the fans want to see.
Absolutely.
Hey, man, that's what I want to see. Tremel for Bradman. Got the shorty playing way out. And his movements there's no wasted movements. There's Bradman again with that big low to high rip. But you watch Bradman play, and he's so smooth. I mean, there's no wasted movement. He's coming through, and he's by you, and it doesn't even look like he's trying very hard.
Nice solid D there by Moyer on the corner. Max Ritz, not known for his dodging, more for his shooting, but he's pressing him.
There's Harrison. Looks like Ritz couldn't tighten him up with that one, and that was going back to Soleil, and with just over 5 minutes to go. it's still wide open.
I give Soleil defense, the Team Soleil defense credit. They're very patient, not sliding, not being too antsy on Kyle. Looks like we got trouble here. What a nice move by Christmas trying to create.
And that's the same move we saw in his first goal. Yep. You know, just gets the lane inside, goes for the dive, trying to finish it, just misses the goal. Corp going for the swim, can't get by Kazmaier. To Jimian. I mean, am I crazy to go to Porter here?
He might be the guy. He's 2 for 2. It looks like they're doing just that. Wow. I'm telling you, you know, he might be your guy, Chris. He might be your guy.
And Porter with the right to him and makes it happen. Not a guy that's really known for his scoring, but putting the team on his back though.
I tell you, after watching that goal, I might be convinced that he's a left-hander. I mean, that's 3 now he's put in. He splits, I think he splits right to left on K18. He goes left, gets to the middle of the field, and rips it lefty.
I mean, I'm
convinced he's a left-hander.
Play. Moyer with the big check there.
Nice ground ball by Bradman through traffic. We got numbers, 5v4. He's going north-south.
Bradman just off the mark, backed up by Corp, but thinking big here, going for the lead, and that's the way Soleil's got to be thinking. I mean, if they have an opportunity, they have to take it. Looking for Powell inside.
Ooh, nice
great
ground
defensive
ball.
play.
Still got it. Look out.
Picked up by Mo.
I think I heard it. Brilliant call right there. 3 Team STX guys just how.
And again, just a reminder for the knockaround catchphrase contest, keep them coming, as well as the Jim Tan Lax question contest. And again, we've got Peter Dante down on the field.
Get autographs from your favorite players and meet following today's game. Meet all of your favorite LXM Pro players in our MD Village. We thank you for attending LXM Pro 949 presented by Chester.
But doing a great job coaching it up on the sideline over there for Team STX. And again, a reminder on the Jim Tan Lax tanks and snapbacks we're going to be giving away. Really great stuff they've got going on. They've got the original Jim Tan Lax tanks. They're only available at jimtanlax.com. And also take the time to like their Facebook page at facebook.com/Jim Tan Lax. And keep those questions, comments coming. Anything you've got, we'd love to hear from you. Because they are heard. And keep your votes coming for player of the game. I mean, that hasn't been locked up yet. The score is still tied. I mean, you got Max Ritz, he's got 4 goals. You got Bradman out there, really looking solid with 3 goals. And you've got Brendan Porter really putting the team on his back for Team Soleil with his 3 goals.
That is not going to be an easy selection.
Yeah, and one with a pole, no less.
You know, how about Ben DeFelice as the face-off X? I mean, he's kind of the unsung hero. He's gotten the possessions.
That's better than 2/3. It's really impressive play at it. I mean, he's closing in on 75% there. Yeah. Going right to Powell.
Mike Powell at the midfield. Clearing out.
Side for Corp. Corp with the shot and the goal. Takes a big hit, pays the price, but it's always worth it. Scoring the goal to give Team Soleil the lead. Corp from Powell, his 4th.
Great finish by Brandon Corp and a great setup by Mike Powell. You know, his classic split dodge left to right, heads up, finds him popping upfield, and just sticks it 5-hole. You got to get some velocity on that because Brandon Corp's moving upfield, and he put it down in the 5-hole. Beautiful play, really well-designed play out of that timeout.
Yeah, it's not like Russell's playing poorly. And that gives Team Soleil their first lead of the game. And here's Smith winning it to himself, thinking about the shot, gets it off. I don't know how he kept that in his stick through. I don't either. 3 blue shirts. But coming on strong late is Smith. Here, 4 minutes to go. 1 goal lead for Soleil. Again, their first lead of the
Ladies and
game.
gentlemen,
Look at the hustle by Christmas. I love it. Look at the hustle. 4 minutes left, and he's at the midfield hustling after everybody. Gotta love that attackmen that ride like that. You got 3 of them there that ride that way. I would hate to clear the ball against those 3 guys.
And ladies and gentlemen, we have a small change.
Great man ball.
Credit the goal. His 4th goal of the game to number 4.
There's a great look across to Hewitt. Hewitt getting out of his cage, giving his defenseman options, and there's Moyer finding him, and that's a real heads-up play there.
Couldn't agree more. Great play. Could have thrown it up to Porter, could have thrown it to a Jimian, but instead he just...
Back over to Gill. Gill with 2 goals on his own. They're looking a lot stronger here in the second half. The competitive nature coming out and really shaking the...
They've got a little swagger.
There's Muldoon just over the top of the cage there. Possession shot, no harm, no foul with that one.
That's right.
Let her rip.
Possession, Soleil.
Here, 3 minutes to go. Back up to Gill. And Gill with the 2 unassisted goals comes across for Lindsay. Lindsay with the turnaround shot just over the cage, but fantastic look.
Great look inside. Great handle, too. Great handle.
Oh, and what a fake from Powell. Lost the flag, and great field awareness, able to flip it across. Still up. But, I mean, great field awareness to stop right at the edge of the box, knowing that they're going to call him out after drawing the flag, cutting it back in.
A little conversation with the ref right there and drew that call.
Yeah, and Soleil 1 for 3 on the man-up opportunity. So this is a great opportunity for them to go up 2 goals. I mean, no lead is safe for these guys out here. But
Free water.
Get the ball, you know, it might have been a slash call. I think that the trailing defenseman caught Mike on the back, and he drew a 1-minute call. I bet they use this clock. It'd be smart to use this and get down to around the 1. Maybe go to the goal. Let's see. Let's see if they just have a little catch here.
and Christmas trying to draw the slide there. An aggressive pass.
Yep. Oh, turnover.
And then picked up by Powell.
Or is it a crease violation? They got to push.
Loose ball push, STX.
Fortunate call there. A lot of aggressive passing coming through the crease. Skip passes, looking for that crease player. I mean, these guys are going for the kill.
Definitely a different strategy. We were watching the NCAAs. We might see guys hold the ball a little bit back there on the end line.
And great stick there by Christmas. They're going to keep it in the box here with 2 minutes to go. There's Powell and Christmas having a tea party. Back up to Corp, looking for Powell. Powell with the no-look pass. Looking pretty fancy, Sean.
Playground style. Little shovel pass from MP. Sean Lindsay with the BTB just sailed it over the cage.
Just the no-look over his shoulder.
Oh, that's out of the box. It's going the other way.
It looked like Gil wanted to go before he got that one in his stick. 93 seconds to go. 1 goal lead for Team Soleil. You have to think they're going to go to K18 here.
Either him or Bradman.
He's closer. He's a closer. I mean, the Youngbloods had his chance so far today, but I wouldn't go to anyone else.
I'm trying to find him out here. They got Max clearing the ball right now, and then K-Team's maintaining sides. Bradman's at the box. You might be right. Oh, a little too... Making perhaps the dagger-like play of the game. I mean, let's see. Let's see if he can run it out. They got Max Ritz down there now. He went down to defend him.
Less than 1 minute remaining in the fourth
And there's
quarter of
Corp
play.
with the hustle play.
I like this guy with the ball in his stick. He's an athlete. He can run.
And it's going to be an offsides going against STX. You mentioned Ritz was back there and helping on D. Didn't leave 3 on their offensive side.
That's
so
right.
30 seconds on the offside.
You know, I give him credit. It's a hustle. Got to be another teammate's responsibility to maintain sides there. 3 seconds to go. Down a goal. It's a tough spot to be.
Talk it over. I mean, you have to see the strategy they come out with. I mean, I know we thought they were going to hold the ball a little bit on their last opportunity, but if there's an opportunity to score a goal, they're not afraid to take it.
They'll go. They'll definitely go.
And again, just a reminder that you're watching the Lacrosse Network, the #1 source for lacrosse on YouTube. And thanks for tuning in. If you haven't taken the time to subscribe yet, please do. I'm Chris Marshall here with Court Kim from Easton. Got another catchphrase. It's like Brendan Porter is being pretty magical out there. We've got Harry Porter and his Chamber of Secrets.
Including key interviews,
Solid.
in-depth analysis, and live
Solid.
NCLA, high school, and
Oh man, coming in late maybe to steal the show there with that catchphrase. And keep your questions and votes coming for player of the game. We'd love to hear from you.
I am not surprised we're getting catchphrases about Brendan Porter. He's had that kind of game, especially in the second half. He's really stepped it up.
Yeah, and it's another testament to that award he got, the Night Cup from Rutgers. I mean, it's all about hustle and being a team player. He's out there scoring goals when his team needs him bad, and with a pole.
Yeah, he's been all over this telecast tonight, all over it.
Yeah, and even
Great
that
effort.
last play on the pickoff, Davis throws the lob pass. Porter using all of his size and speed, gets in there, gets the ball, runs it down, runs about 15 seconds off the clock, makes Max Ritz come with him, draws the penalty. Both ends.
Everything. They got Christmas now, who's going to run it out a little bit. Talk about a guy that's tough to stay with. This guy is a burner.
Nice kayak check there, and then the rusty gate. What
We're
check
seeing
doesn't
the
he
kitchen
throw?
sink. The back check, I talked to him about that. He says he loves the wrap check, the one-hand wrap. Oh,
And there's
nice
a
play
huge
by
for
Russell. They got it back.
And then Christmas takes it away. Christmas going for the hand
Oh.
gate, loses the ball, and there's
Look at
Russell
that play
jumping over him.
by Russell. Might have got away with an out and in, but they're not going to call that at this point. Here comes K18.
10 seconds to go. See if there'll be some extra time.
6, 4, 3.
Look at
Oh,
that
what a
awesome
play by
Moyer.
Brett Moyer. Stick up in the lane. What a play. Unbelievable game.
That's a fantastic play. And, you know, we talked about this before the game was tied. You have to give the official TLN player of the game to Brendan Porter out of Rutgers, Night Cup winner. He was everywhere. I mean, we just got done talking about him, but it's hard not to talk more about him.
He's got my vote. He did everything, a little of everything today. Guy played long ball on man down. He scored big goals in transition. Got great ground balls. And how about that turnover at the end of the game to really seal it? Had me fooled all day. I thought he was a right-hander, but that guy could generate some heat left-handed. I think he's got to be the MVP.
Definitely, and I mean, you see what he's doing out there. I mean, we talked about the intangibles of the lacrosse players who are out there, and how LXM handpicks these players, not only based on their ability, but based on their character and how they are as men, as much as they are as players. Because I mean, you need to lead by example, not only as a player on the field with your skill set, but off the field as well.
Absolutely.
It looks like Aaron just caught up with our player of the game, Brendan Porter. So let's toss it down to her and see what he has to say.
Much deserved.
I don't know what to do. Sorry, I had to do
Brendan, congratulations. You're the
Thank you very
TLN player of the game. That's
Thank you very
awesome. You were great. Now things got really tight there at the end. 13-14, 14 tied up. Describe what it was like to be on the field at that time.
The biggest thing that we wanted to do was obviously value the possessions that we got. So whenever we got the ball, if we had the opportunity to push in transition, they made sure to run flat breaks to give myself, Jamie, and a couple other guys opportunities to get to the goal. So it was just, if we had the opportunity to push it and be smart with it, if we didn't have the opportunity to pull it out and get it to the guys down the side. So luckily, every time I got up the field, I had the opportunity to take a shot, and I made the best of it, thankfully, today.
That's the MVP right there, Brendan Porter. You know why? Fastest, strongest, was in the best condition. As a matter of fact, when he scored that long stick goal, that was the turning point in the game.
Thanks. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Well, let's talk about you for a second. How would you rate your overall performance of the entire game?
I think I started off a little slow, let up a couple of goals defensively because I'm a defensive midfielder, so that's where I pride myself at. So it was kind of hard in the beginning of the game, but as the game got on, I got into a groove. I kind of got comfortable covering other guys, so I felt comfortable covering them. And then once things kind of started going along, it kind of just fell into a groove, especially coming in transition, because that's where I love doing, pushing the ball in transition. So yeah, I think overall I played pretty well, just tried to fight on the wings and stuff like that. So I just tried to do my job and play the role that I did, and I did very well in my role today, so it helped us win, so I was happy.
You did very well. Congratulations on the win and being the TLN player of the game. Chris, back up to you.
Mr. Brandon Course.
39 seconds.
And again, thank you for tuning in. You were watching the Lacrosse Network, and a special reminder to check out our Facebook page, facebook.com/The Lacrosse Network, to find out if you won the contest. And Court, I mean, what more can you ask for out of a game like this?
Unbelievable game. So exciting. And to see it end that way, where it literally came down to a few inches. Brett Moyer got his stick up in the passing lane. Game was sealed. But what a game. I mean, to have them come back, SDX controlled it the whole game. And Soleil never quit. Brendan Porter put the team on his back. And Brandon Court was also instrumental early on in getting some of those goals on the board. So great effort from both teams, no question.
And be sure to stay tuned for the Adrenaline All-American game coming up next. You'll be the first people to see some great Division I commits out of the West Coast, out of San Diego, LA, Oregon, and Washington. So stay tuned for the Adrenaline All-American game. And again, thanks for tuning into the Lacrosse Network. I'm Chris Marshall here with Court Kim. And special thanks to Aaron down there. We'll be right back.